In this enterprise test data tutorial video, we're going to look at how we can apply analysis to our data to identify gaps in our data and environments. There's a well-known saying in the industry, which is you can only test as well as the data you have available. In this video, we're going to show you some of the visualizations which can help you identify gaps in your data and environments and can show you areas of low coverage and saturation. Overall, this allows you to create data which covers every scenario and ultimately drives software quality. Okay, so we're going to come over to the data list view and we're going to create a new list. And this list is going to be for our transactions. Now, the key bit here is we need to list this as an external provider. Now, what this allows us to do is to provide in a provider which is going to create our data list for us. So in this case, we're going to convert some SQL into a list. So we need to select a database connection. We need to select some tables here. And then we need to give the columns that we want to be pulled into our list. We're going to be inspecting transaction types, currency types, and statuses. We can provide a where clause in here if we want to be more specific about the data we want to pull in, along with an order by query. We're also going to pull in only the distinct values in here, so we get a much smaller subset than just all the data embedded on top. Once we're ready, we'll click OK, and that's going to go off and create our list for us. We can view the job to see the status as it's going through. Now you'll see the data that's been pulled from our database here. What we can do next is we can go in and look at a diagram view of this. And the diagram we're seeing here is the spot diagram. This allows us to select different data combinations, and it allows us to view gaps and areas where we have data coverage for particular combinations. So here we'll see we're looking at the transaction type and the currency type. And we have transactions for euros across all the different transaction types that can exist. But if we look at US dollars, we only have direct debits. And if we look at pounds, we only have ATMs. So we have some gaps here in our combinations. We can also look at the transaction type versus the status. And we can see that for ATM withdrawals, we don't actually have any that get rejected. And what this means is that if we were trying to test this particular scenario, we actually don't have any data to go and run a scenario against it, which means it's not possible to develop and test against. So these gaps give us a good indication of areas where we have under coverage, and we may want to go and create some synthetic data to go and represent these particular scenarios in our backend data sources. So watching this video, visit curiositysoftware.ie to learn more.